What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Vinyl this time, and we're going to do a complete 180-degree turn here on this video because I'm going to dedicate this collection update to some music releases from projects that represent extreme music outside of metal. Now, as many of you guys know here, this channel is primarily exclusively a metal-orientated channel. But every so often, I like to take steps outside of my comfort zone and talk about music that I feel deserves to be listened to that stays extreme but doesn't have to do with metal. Whether it be synthwave, dark ambient, power electronics, harsh noise wall, I like a lot of that stuff. And I've come into a bunch of releases that I feel need to be not only purchased but also listened to. But first, what we're listening to in the background, Prurient, Bermuda Drain. Easily one of my favorite current era Prurient releases. I still have a blast listening to this one. Alright, and since I mentioned power electronics, that's what we're going to get started with on this first record here from probably one of the more prolific artists to come out from that music style. This is THEOLOGIAN with Some Things Have to Be Endured. Yeah. This is released on Crucial Blast, and of course, THEOLOGIAN is a one-person project formed by THEOLOGIAN Prime, and like I said, this guy is probably one of the more prolific and well-known artists to represent not only power electronics, but death industrial, experimental music. And this is probably one of the best projects that THEOLOGIAN has ever put out. I believe this came out around 2013, 2014, and this is a very intriguing release because you have not only the pulsating power electronics and dark death industrial stuff that you know THEOLOGIAN for, but the inclusions of vocals, lyrics, atmosphere. It's just a very, very chaotic and crazy mixture to be heard throughout this album. I mean, listening to songs like The Conjoined Deviant Procession, Gore-Stained Ramparts, Like Love Only Real, just some seriously dark and chaotic stuff. And like I said, I believe this is one of the better projects that THEOLOGIAN has put out. Of course, ever since this release came out, THEOLOGIAN has continued to be consistent in releasing music, not only through his own means, but also through the means of his label, Annihilus Power Electronics. And THEOLOGIAN still continues to be prolific and still continues to make a name for itself as one of the more well-known projects in power electronics and death industrial. So anyway, here's the front cover. Love this album cover here. Very, very badass. Back cover here. Badass photography here. Gatefold. My hand is placed there strategically for a reason. You have the track listing and credits. More killer photography work going on here. Very, very beautifully done. And I believe this is limited to 500 copies, and this comes on a very nice translucent blood red vinyl. There you see this shape that's pretty synonymous with THEOLOGIAN and Annihilus Power Electronics releases. Side A, Side B. Great, great quality is to be expected here. But yeah, this is one of the gems of THEOLOGIAN's massive, massive discography. And definitely something to be worth paying attention to. So yeah, THEOLOGIAN with Some Things Have to Be Endured. Okay, these next two records are of the same artist, and this was an artist that I had the privilege of getting to see live last year in Austin on a whim. And this is a situation where I got to see this artist live, and seeing this artist live really turned me into a fan. And I pretty much did a killing at the merch table for this artist. And I have two records here, and I'm going to start off with this first one. This is ZOLA Jesus with Stridulum. Yeah. This was released on... this is a 2017 reissue through Sacred Bones Records, and If you're not familiar with Zola Jesus, she is a singer-songwriter based out of Arizona. I believe her name is Nika Rosa Danilova, and she is a very, very prolific vocalist, singer-songwriter. Just put out a very consistent array of material, whether it be into pop music, art, experimental stuff. The early days of Zola Jesus were absolutely amazing, and I believe that this is a compilation of two very prominent EPs that she had released, Stridulum and Volusia. Really, really killer songs to be heard on these particular releases, and really this shined and showcased what Zola Jesus was all about when it came to the sounds, the music, the vocals, the lyrics, just an overall powerful release. I mean, listening to songs like Night, I Can't Stand, Manifest Destiny, and then songs off of Volusia like Poor Animal, Sea Talk, just some seriously killer stuff. I mean, Zola Jesus is a very polarizing personality, and listening to her create and get involved with this type of music is just really, really amazing stuff to listen to. But anyway, here's the front cover. Love, love, love this picture here. This muck gook sort of stuff on her. Really, really love this photograph here. Back cover. Track listing and credits. There you see Zola Jesus, Stridulum. Comes with a one sheet. No lyrics or anything, just a photograph of Miss Zola Jesus herself. Nothing on the back of this. And I don't know the limitation on this, but I believe this is a limited, I think this is 500 copies. And this is on a very nice, heavy, ice-colored vinyl, which is like a gray, marbled sort of color. A little bit of white, black, and grayish here on this vinyl here. Sensational quality here. I absolutely love this. Great, great record, and definitely, like I said, some of the best material Zola Jesus has ever put out. But yeah, this is Stridulum by Zola Jesus. Go check this one out. And this next one is her most recent material, and it was one of my favorite non-metal records of last year. Once again, this is Zola Jesus with Okovi. Yeah. 2017 release through Sacred Bones Records, and yeah, getting to hear these songs on the record and getting to see her play them live really, really made me appreciate Okovi that much more. And I had a blast listening to this record, listening to songs like Exhumed, Soak, Siphon, Wise Blood. It's just absolutely stunning to see how far along Zola Jesus came full circle, because I believe the last record that she had put out before this one, Taiga, seemed to be her wanting to branch out into a more commercial, accepted sort of sound and appeal to a wider sort of audience, which is cool and dandy and all, but I didn't feel that release showcased the best of what Zola Jesus was all about. Fast forward now to Okovi, and it's back in the saddle. It's back to where I believe things should be. Great, great musicianship, great vocals, great lyrics, just some really, really moving and powerful stuff. It's very empowering stuff to listen to. And it's definitely something that I've been listening to ever since I had first heard it. I'm glad that I have it. I would love to see Zola Jesus live again, but yeah, I definitely consider Okovi to be one of the best music releases of 2017, in my humble opinion. But anyway, here's the front cover. Nice matte finish on this jacket. Love this album cover. Very, very cool. Back cover. Very minimalist in nature. Gatefold. There you have credits. You have track listings. And what's interesting about this is when it comes to the credits, you have the fact that this is co-produced by James Kelly. He was once in the band Altar of Plagues, but I believe that, I don't know if he's involved in the side project that some of the guys are in nowadays called Wife. Pretty much some electronic sort of music very good stuff, but I don't know if he's involved with that or not, but it's cool to see his name involved in this project. Anyway, comes with a lyric sheet. Very, very wild stuff to be read on here, but I definitely implore you to read the lyrics on this. There's definitely some moving stuff to be heard on this. And the version I got, I believe, is limited to 1,000 copies, and it comes on this very gorgeous rust-colored vinyl. It's, yeah, this is beautiful to see and hear, too. It's like a copper vinyl with clear, smoky swirls. Very, very badass. Side A, side B. This is fucking beautiful. It sounds beautiful, too. But yeah, I love Zola Jesus. Seeing her live really made me become a fan of hers, and I think I would recommend anybody do the same. If you want to get into Zola Jesus, definitely get into Stridulum and Akovi by Zola Jesus. Really, really good stuff. And these next 3 records are from the label known as Days Records, D-A-I-S, Days Records, Dies Records. I'm probably mispronouncing that. I apologize for that, but yeah. This first record here is of a project that it's another situation to where I saw this artist live and it turned me into a fan. I saw Cold Cave live last year, and this project was the opening act for them, and I immediately became a fan. I fell in love with this shit right away. This is Drab Majesty with The Demonstration. Yeah. 2017 release through Days Records. That's what I'm going to say here, Days Records. And, yeah. California-based project, Deb Demure. Mainly does and plays everything, guitar, synth, vocals, and there's just some really, really killer throwback vibes that I'm getting from this, not only with the synthwave, post-punk vibes, dark wave sort of stuff, very, very reminiscent of early 80s style music, and I hear it on songs like Dot in the Sky, 39 by Design, Cold Souls. This is just some seriously hypnotizing and amazing stuff, and like I said, seeing Drab Majesty live turned me into a fan. And of course later on in life I would get to see Drab Majesty again the following year. It was just so good. I love Drab Majesty, and it's very wild to see how far along Drab Majesty has been getting along. I know they're doing a tour right now with, I think they're touring with Death Heaven right now, so if you happen to go to that tour, I mean, not only check Death Heaven out, but check out Drab Majesty. They deserve your time and attention, as does The Demonstration. This is easily their best work to date. So anyway, here's the front cover. Love this album cover art here. There's Deb Demure right there in the middle. These glass things here. I fucking love the photography on this thing. Back cover, more badass photography and track listings. You see Days Records right there. Comes with a download code, but if you want the download code, buy the damn album yourself. There's a printed inner sleeve with lyrics, with some Drab Majesty logo stuff here, lyrics and stuff. Credits, thanks list, more badass photography, and I love the fact that this album has stayed in print. This album has gone through multiple pressings, and it is still very much readily available to purchase, and the version that I got comes on this absolutely gorgeous, hold on. Yeah, I needed to hear that part, but yeah. This beautiful blue, white splatter vinyl, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, something about this splatter is just beautiful. It sounds amazing, and it's definitely worth playing and listening to over and over again. But yeah, beautiful blue and white splatter vinyl color. Absolutely killer vinyl pressing here. But yeah, Drab Majesty, The Demonstration, absolutely amazing album. This is another one of my favorite records of 2017 that needs to be listened to, purchased, and definitely this will open your mind up just a little bit. But yeah, The Demonstration by Drab Majesty. Go check this one out. For this next one, we have some very, very top-notch dream pop sort of stuff, but really, yeah, let me just explain this here. This is Them Are Us 2 with Remain. Yeah, another Days Records release, and this is a duo based primarily out of California. It's a duo, Kennedy Ashland, Cash Askew, and yeah, very, very dream pop sort of influence on this release, from the lyrics to the vocals to the music. This is just the theme I seem to be talking about here with some of these records is some really uplifting and empowering sort of stuff. And listening to an album like Remain showcases how uplifting and empowering this project truly is. Songs like Eudaimonia, Us Now, False Moon, Creepy Love, just some seriously beautiful stuff here. Like I said, this is their debut full-length album, but unfortunate circumstances came across this project. I believe the guitarist of this band, Cash Askew, passed away. I don't know if she passed away in 2016 or 2017, but yeah, very tragic and unfortunate situation. Of course, the other half of this project has her own sort of music project in the form of SRSQ. I saw her play with Drab Majesty the second time I saw Drab Majesty. Absolutely stunning and powerful stuff. And I believe the final material of Them Are Us 2 is coming out through Days Records in 2018. I'm very anxious to hear what would become of that. But I believe Remain is a very, very awesome album to listen to. Very, very beautiful stuff. But anyway, here's the front cover. Love the foil embossment on here. Very beautiful stuff. Back cover. Track listing. Comes with this little sheet here with some words about what this album is about and what the concept of things are. Lyrics and credits and thanks. Remain is a pop album. This music is the product of vulnerability and fragility that must be contained in the service of day-to-day survival. Each song is a container. Very, very good stuff. And I believe this vinyl version is limited to, I think, 300 to 400 copies, and I think this matches the album cover quite nicely. Translucent blue vinyl. Very, very good quality here. Sound is phenomenal. Days Records is a very, very killer record label. Definitely worth supporting. But yeah, Them Are Us 2, Remain, beautiful, beautiful stuff. And this last record I'm going to show you here is the last of the Days Records haul here. And this is some seriously top-notch music that really throws, like, I feel like I don't have the proper words to explain what type of music some of these artists are here, but we're going to get into some post-punk, new wave sort of styles here. This is Death of Lovers with the Acrobat. Yeah. 2017 release through Days Records, and this is a project featuring, I believe, 3/4 of the band Nothing. Now, if you know Nothing, they're based out of Pennsylvania, and they're probably one of the most prominent alternative shoegaze metal hybrid sort of projects going on right now. They're fucking huge. They're blown up big time right now. But this is their the debut album of the Death of Lovers project, and this is just so awesome to listen to. Every single song, every lyric, every theme, every emotion, from the guitar playing to the synths to everything. This is just an absolutely amazing debut album. Listening to songs like Orphans of the Smog, Ursula in B Major, Perfect History, The Absolute. This is just seriously solid stuff, and Death of Lovers have put out some material prior to this, but this debut full-length album is a full circle resolution of what everything Death of Lovers is all about. And this is a really, really awesome album to be listening to. Definitely would recommend anybody to check this out. But yeah, here's the front cover. Uncoated stock here. Very, very cool stuff. Back cover. Track listing. Credits. Comes on a paper printed inner sleeve. There you have this abstract artwork here. Back cover with track listing and credits and stuff. And I don't know the vinyl limitation on this, but I know this came out in multiple vinyl color variants, but I got the yellow vinyl. Very, very nice yellow vinyl here. Very good stuff. Sound quality is phenomenal, as I hoped everything would be. But yeah, very cool side project from the guys in Nothing. Very top quality post-punk, new wave sort of stuff. But yeah, The Acrobat is a killer debut album. Definitely go check this one out. And I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. I'm going to leave you some links to some of the projects I talked to you about here in this video. If you happen to have heard or own any of these releases, definitely let me know what you think about it, how you feel about it, and we'll go from there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Out.